Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Brian's Bench. Today, we'll be talking about the fear of rejection in dating and how it affected me and how it might be affecting you right now. And I wrote a book a while back about the fear of rejection. Here it is. Unshaken, overcome the fear of rejection and reclaim your voice. There it is. It's available right now on Amazon. Not very long, only about 50 pages, but check it out if you have a chance. Um, Talking about the fear of rejection in dating, that's something that affected me from elementary school all the way through high school and even beyond that. Think about yourself right now. You ever had an opportunity where you saw someone you liked, you wanted to ask the person out on a date or at least show some interest in the person, your fear of being rejected by that person, being turned down. Let's say someone at work, someone at school, or someone you know, like at a party or someplace, or let's say at a bar or nightclub, and you're so worried about being turned down, you don't even want to go through it. To say, I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to go do this, I'm not going to do it, forget it. I'm tired of being rejected, I don't want to go through it at all. So you don't do anything at all. But it just hangs over you like a dark cloud, like it did for me for a long time. Here's an example. When I was in elementary school in 8th grade, there was a girl that was very attractive, the most popular girl in our class. Her name was Katie. And Katie was very attractive girl, and um, I guess she liked me, but I was not even thinking about that. I was so worried about being turned down again because up to that point, all the girls I liked in elementary school up to that point didn't like me at all. The girls I liked didn't like me, and that's how it was. And of course, it goes way back beyond that. I talked about this in another video about the fact that when I was in nursery school, these two girls gave me a really bad time, saying, "You're ugly, Brian. You're awful. You're terrible," and it just hanged over me for a long time. And this continued on into elementary school and grade school. And again, when I get into the seventh and eighth grade, the girl named Katie, as I said. And so I'm walking home from school one day, and Katie is talking to some guy across the road. I'm walking up the road towards my house, and Katie's saying, "Hey, Brian, we should go out sometime." I thought she just give me a bet. I thought she was just kidding. Her talking to me? Really? I didn't want to believe it. I said, "There's no way." Her and me? Oh, well, it's a joke. She's laughing at me. But I didn't realize what was really going on. See, my mom and her mother were good friends. Her mother worked at the local bank as a bank teller. So there was a kind of a history being developed there. So here comes the 8th grade dance, the big dance of the year. And Katie wanted me to ask her to the dance. But I was afraid of that. I thought, this is a joke. Her and me, the most popular girl in the school, and me? Oh, see, I'd never danced before. So the thought of going on the dance floor with her, looking like a real fool out there, I want to be laughed at, and I said, I'm not going to do it. So I didn't ask the girl out to the dance, and she was very disappointed in that too. But again, I was just so worried about being rejected by her, by her friends, and everybody else. I didn't want to go do it. Okay, there's that one. So think about where you are right now. Have you ever had a chance and an opportunity, again, at work, at school, you met this person at a party or through friends or whatever the case might be, and you like this girl or person a lot, but you're afraid of being turned down? Why go through it? Why go through the rejection? Who wants to deal with that? Right? So, what causes a fear of rejection? What is it? It's caused by a lack of confidence in yourself. So how do you overcome that? How do you overcome this overwhelming dark cloud that hangs over you? This constant fear. I can't do it. I'm not. I can't do it. There's no way. I'll just stay home and play games all day. I'm not going to do it. So as a result, it affects your life as you go through it. But how do you overcome that? Small steps. Small steps. For example, if you see the girl or guy you like, just say hi. How you doing? Don't think about asking the girl or the person out or trying to get it. All that. Just talk. Just talk as a regular person. Hi. How you doing today? And let's say it's a girl you know. Let's say a woman who works at a coffee shop. You see her every day. Hey, introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Brian. See if she responds positively back to you. Don't push anything. Nothing hard. Nothing crazy. You're not going to ask the girl out yet. Just see if she responds positively back to you. It takes time to get through all that. But the fear is so overwhelming. Here's another example. I want to talk about this very carefully here. When I was in high school, in my senior year, there was a girl I really liked. I mean, I thought she was the one for me. I thought for sure she is going to be the one for me. So, of course, I'm thinking about asking her out eventually to the senior prom. But before that, I was so fearful of her turning me down, I couldn't even talk to her. For example, I would talk to her, I'd see her at school, she'd walk by me, and I would not say anything to her. Instead, I wrote her a series of love letters. That's right, a bunch of love letters I sent to her saying how much I liked, how much I want to talk to her and all that, and I want to ask her out on a date. But I can never get to the point of actually doing that. I'll sit by the phone every night, dialing her number over and over again, trying to get the nerve to actually ask her out on a date. But I couldn't do it because up at that point, I had been turned down again and again and again by different girls. I didn't want to go through it again. I thought this is going to be the girl I liked. I thought she was the most attractive girl I've ever seen in my life. And of course, I'd asked her sister out before that, a year before that. Her sister was in my class. And I asked her sister out a year before. She said no, because at the time her sister had a boyfriend, which is okay. I understood that. But the point is that I was so fearful of being turned down. So I couldn't even talk to her on the phone. I could talk to her at school. And once in a while, she would come out and watch me playing baseball or softball at high school. I had an easy opportunity to go up and say, hi Lisa, how you doing? I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. So as the school year went on, getting closer and closer to the senior prom, okay, Brian, you got to talk to her. Come on, you got to do it. I couldn't do it. I was just so fearful. I did nothing. So as a result, I didn't ask her. So I did not attend my senior prom. I did nothing. It was worse. I found out later down the road that she did like me. She did want to talk to me and possibly go out with me at some point. But you have to go through it very slowly, not just go right into it. I should have just talked to her at school. Hi, Lisa, how you doing? My name is Brian. How are you doing? See if she responds positively back to me. I didn't do that. So I left the senior year, graduated from high school, not talking to her at all. It affected me for a long time because I was such a fool, made a fool of myself for doing that. The fear was worse than the rejection. The fear was so bad, it was worse than the actual rejection itself. That's how I felt about it. So, how did I overcome it? It took time. One thing that helped me was taking public speaking classes. In fact, I graduated from college with a Bachelor of Arts degree in speech communication. I had to give a speech almost every day on some point. So eventually, I began to gain confidence in myself. That's the point here. In order to gain confidence, you've got to do something positively with your life, whatever it might be. If you're good at art, if you're an artist, you play musical instruments pretty well, you can sing, you can dance. If you're good with pets or dogs or cats or whatever you're good at, you're good athlete, you're good in baseball or hockey, whatever it is you're good at, focus on that and gain more confidence. And as I said before, I really highly recommend anybody who's having this fear, this overwhelming, it's just so awful you can't think straight. What I would suggest is to do one thing: slowly go through this, focus on your positives in your life, and I would suggest taking public speaking classes to get used to talking to people and eventually getting more confident in yourself as you go through life, through your job, your career, your school, whatever you're going through right now. And eventually, you may overcome that fear of rejection. Because, as I said before, the fear itself is worse than the rejection. Rejection isn't that bad. I've been turned down many times by girls in my life, and my women in my life, but I have been successful too. Some women have liked me. I've gone out with many different women in my life, and so I was successful some of the time. Not all the time. I mean, I'm not the best looking guy in the world, as you can see, but I know myself. I know who I am as a person. As you go through your life, think about who you are, what you can offer to somebody. You are unique. You are a good person. You are unique. You are a good human being. Think about that. Just think you're a good person. Just think positive thoughts, and eventually you'll come out of it. But it takes a long time. It's not easy at all. So my suggestion to you is, as we close this out right now, as far as dating is concerned, just talk to the person. Hi, how are you? Introduce. Just be very slow. That go through it, get to know the person, see if the person responds positively back to you. Eventually, if it goes well, then say, "Hey, I'd like to get together sometime for a coffee or dinner or something like that," and ask the person out on a date. But it takes time because rejection is hard to deal with. But it's never easy. Nobody likes to be rejected. I've been rejected different ways and job interviews and job I really want to get. And so it's not easy. But the thing about it is to think positive of yourself and try to do something positive with your life to gain confidence. Eventually you may overcome this horrible fear of rejection. We'll talk about this more in upcoming videos. That's all for now, everybody. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you liked what I said here today. We'll have more videos coming up very, very soon, probably at least once a week, maybe more than once a week, as you develop this new channel. Have a good day, everybody. Take care now. Bye-bye.